Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. In the part 1, we discussed Chaitya's educational journey, his in-college experiences, internships. If you haven't watched that part yet, make sure to watch it. The link is in the description. In the part 2, Chaitya will share his Morgan Stanley story on how did he get this internship opportunity, interview experience, internship experience, work culture. So the whole video is going to be interesting. Make sure to stick around. I hope that you learn something out of this video. It should help you in your specific career as well. So without wasting further time, let's proceed towards the interview. The audience. So let's dive into the part 2 and I want to ask you the first question. Did you ever thought of getting placed into Morgan Stanley?
Honestly, I never thought I would be at Morgan Stanley because I was in that perception like, what does a bank have to do with an engineer like me? Uh, because it's a bank after all. Most of the students might be facing this question early in your college days. But after a few days, when the company starts coming in and you start getting those forms to fill up for their interview process, you go and research a bit about what is this company doing, why does it actually require coders, and why does it require you. Then you sort of come to realize like what role are you supposed to play there and what how important is it. So back then I never thought that I would make it to Morgan Stanley.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing that. So the next question I want to ask you is, how did you get this internship opportunity with Morgan Stanley?
Yeah, so the basic internship process is that the initial screening of competitive coding. So we had a 90-minute test on an online portal wherein you're supposed to answer a few MCQs on coding questions, a few MCQs on aptitude questions, and you have uh, three programming questions where you need to actually program a solution for the question. So we had this screening, and luckily I was shortlisted after that screening. And after that screening, we have a personal interview round wherein there are 2 to 3 rounds based uh, on who the interviewer is, and out of those rounds, 1 or 2 rounds are technical rounds where they test your technical knowledge, and the third round is the HR round. So in the technical round, they asked me questions about data structures and algorithms, which were really like basic questions to just check my understanding about data structures and algorithms. In the next questions that he asked was based on design questions, so that they can judge how I approach any particular problem that is given to me, and how would I apply my data structures and algorithm knowledge to that. So 1 or 2 design questions were asked, after which we had the HR round. So HR rounds are like pretty common. They ask you common questions like introduce yourself, why do you want to join Morgan Stanley, etc. So you can look up on the net and you can find some common HR questions which are the most common across all companies. So post this interview round, luckily at the evening of that day, after all the interviews were over, I was my name was announced and I was finally given the offer letter to join Morgan Stanley as a summer intern in the summer of 2018. So I was happy to get this
Wonderful.
opportunity.
And yeah. Thank you for sharing your interview experience as well. Okay, so now as you got the internship, I want to know about your internship experience with Morgan Stanley, and tell me how was your experience?
So internship at Morgan Stanley is like they will treat you like you are an undergrad. You have no prior corporate experience. So it's good. Like you are joining the firm with say, around 80 people who are of the same age and the same qualification as you are. So it's it works like this, that they assign you a manager and a buddy. The buddy which I was assigned was just like 2 years elder to me, so he had joined the firm new. So you can communicate with that person quite uh, easily because he's not really a senior management folk there. And what happens is that you have these sessions every day, some 2 hour sessions wherein they actually give you an overview about all the technologies you're supposed to know so that you can work in your internship. So we had these sessions of 2 hours in the morning where they used to teach us about Java, what are data structures in Java, and what is object-oriented programming, which is really interesting because you never expect a corporate industry to actually take out time from their schedule and spend 2 hours every day and invest that time so that they can teach you what actually you are supposed to know when you are in college. So it was really amazing because they they gave me a POC to work on, so there were no strict deadlines that I had to follow, or not. Uh, they weren't expecting me to deliver on time and at a regular pace. They gave me my work. They told me like you have a 2 months of a period. You take your time. Ask us wherever you are stuck. So this was a really great thing that Morgan Stanley had, that they have a flat hierarchy, which means that whenever you are stuck at any point, whenever you have a problem, you can directly ping or communicate with anyone. Doesn't matter however senior he is. Like you can even talk to your manager or your executive director or VP. It really doesn't matter. They will definitely reply to you, or at least tell you that who are you supposed to communicate with. So it was really amazing because there's nothing as senior junior in Morgan Stanley as of now what I have experienced. So it was really great. I even made new friends out there, and the people in my team back then were really helpful. So even if it was just a POC, they used to help me with every small parts wherever I was stuck without actually complaining about anything, and they were always like sweet whenever they used to talk. It was a really great experience at Morgan Stanley. It was the first time I actually did some corporate internship as well. So it was new. I got to learn a few things that college doesn't teach you. It's like how important is it to write quality code? How important is it to do a proper documentation that students never do? And how important is it to put in comments in your code also? So these are the small things that college just teaches you, but you never learn it the way they do unless you actually do a corporate internship and you actually learn how important is it to produce such quality code. So that's really important for me.
Wonderful. So it was an amazing experience for you, a whole bag of experience for you. That in those 2 months, even though you were kind of an intern, the mentor or the people at Morgan Stanley were supporting you. They were assisting you in every way. They wanted you to progress. They wanted you to learn something out of this internship. And that's the reason why they've been so supportive. And I think that you had an amazing experience with people as well. Okay, so you had an amazing experience. You networked a lot. Okay, you formed a lot of new friends there at Morgan Stanley who can like help you after the internship as well. Okay, and that's an amazing thing. Okay, so getting into Morgan Stanley, getting an internship is kind of a lifetime opportunity for anyone. Okay, so it's a very good company to start your career with, and getting an internship opportunity, working on actual projects, okay, implementing stuff which is not taught in college would give you a lot of industry exposure which you need. Okay, and I think that everyone must do such internships. And thanks for sharing that internship experience. It would help a lot of other students. So the next question I want to ask you is, what were your roles and responsibilities as a summer analyst intern for Morgan Stanley? In this, I want to know about like where were you located, also how many hours a day you were working on that specific POC, and like how did your mentor help you, assist you, and like was the project difficult, and like your experience, whole experience, like what did you do in the entire day?
So a regular to start with, my office was located in Mumbai in Goregaon. So it was since I'm from Mumbai, it is closer to my house that way. Uh, and my office hours usually used to be like we used to report there at around 11 and used to leave around 7 or 8. And they didn't really expect me to be delivering every week or every month, every 2 weeks as normally they do. Since I had a POC, what they wanted to actually check through the POC is that the given idea actually works or no. The technology that I was supposed to use, the POC actually included stuff about data analytics. So I was using Python for that, and it required me to build some REST APIs for which I used Java. So these two things out of these two things, Python was something that I had already used, and Java was completely new for me. So what I actually told you before, that they had these sessions of say 2 hours every day, wherein they actually taught us how to code in Java. Like they gave us an overview about what Java is, how what are you supposed to use, and what are the best practices that one should follow to write code. So these small teachings that they used to give were actually, it really made a change when you write code in a corporate level, corporate environment. Uh, Talking about my mentor, my buddy, and other teammates that were there, they used to guide me regarding how am I supposed to do when I'm stuck, obviously, and whether I was going in the right direction or not, because it was a completely new thing that I was doing. So I was not really aware about if I'm doing the right thing or not. So I used to just like work for a few days. I used to put in my efforts. I used to show them what I am doing and what am I supposed to do if I'm doing anything wrong. So these people were actually generous enough to take out some time and review my code. They used to go through what I have done. They used to listen to me like carefully, and they used to give their inputs. Their inputs were really like uh, their inputs were such that you never have thought in that perspective with your project. They used to always give some sort of thoughts that used to guide me in a completely new direction where I have never thought of about this problem. Because of that, I have actually learned quite a few things there. And most important thing is obviously, as I mentioned, to write quality code. That's really important. Most important thing that I've learned there as a summer analyst.
Great, wonderful. So, so this is the last question related to the internship. So, I want to ask you, if you were given to describe your entire internship experience at Morgan Stanley in one word, what would it be?
So it was challenging enough. It was challenging because every day, every day was kind of a challenge there, because you if you do something, though it was just one part of a project that you were supposed to do as a POC, but it had several different bits which you can see it as a challenge, because starting from the setup of the project till the final delivery, the final presentation was quite challenging. It had many ups and downs. You had to talk to your manager, you had to talk to your buddy, your teammates, and it was a wholesome experience, but quite challenging, I would say.
Wonderful, and thanks for sharing your experience. Okay, so the next question I want to ask you, you told me the people at Morgan Stanley are really helpful, they are supportive, your mentor, your team. So I want to know what is the work culture at Morgan Stanley from your perspective.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, that Morgan Stanley follows this flat hierarchy, what they call it. That's because that's really important, because you can talk to someone who's senior to you quite freely. Because since you are just a freshman, you are obviously in that sort of mindset, because I have not been in this environment, then I don't know stuff. It's not how it works at Morgan Stanley. You are given equal importance to a person who is quite senior out there. So if you have an idea, or say some improvement in some sort of a project, you can definitely go ahead and talk to any of your senior folks out there, and they'll probably guide you. They'll actually listen to you quite interestingly and peacefully, and they'll give you their inputs on your idea. Probably, it's highly probable that your idea might be quite silly and stupid, and it's something that they might have already thought of before, but they wouldn't just tell you that on your face. They would actually listen to you, and they would actually make sure that you understand what they expect and what they want from you. So that's really nice that I like about Morgan Stanley. Like you are open to share your ideas with anyone. You are open to communicate with anyone, and there's no sort of restriction on what you should do, or no sort of restriction on your deadlines or your timelines as well. It's quite flexible when you are working at Morgan Stanley.
Amazing, amazing, and thanks for sharing that, Chaitya. So the next question I want to ask you is, what skills are required to convert your internship opportunity into a PPO at Morgan Stanley?
So once the 2 months of your internship are over, Morgan Stanley conducts a round of interview at their offices as well, which is really important to convert your internship into a PPO. So that interview that is conducted at Morgan Stanley includes everything that you have done in the 2 months. They'll ask you what project you have done, what technology you have used, what you have learned from those projects, what are the ideas you used, and apart from that, they will even test your data structures and algorithms again, because that's the most basic thing any coder has to know before joining any company. So it's like another 1 hour sort of an interview where they'll ask you questions on data structures, algorithms. They'll give you coding problems and make you write code on using pen and paper, and they would test your skills based on what you have done in your internship project. So that's basically what happens. That is, you can say, half of what matters to convert your internship into an PPO, and the other half is obviously the project you have done and your review that your manager or your ED would give to the senior management. That's how you can convert your internship into a PPO.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing that, Chaitya. So the next question I want to ask you is, what tips or advice do you want to give for future aspirants who are looking to crack your role at Morgan Stanley?
If someone is aspiring to join Morgan Stanley, the most basic thing that one should know is data structures and algorithms. That is like the bread and butter of any coder. So you can look up on websites like LeetCode, Geeks for Geeks, and you can find a number of questions that Morgan Stanley has asked in the past. You can just go there and filter out the questions based on the tag of Morgan Stanley. You can go through those questions, you can practice those questions. That is like the most basic thing that you should have. Apart from that, you need to have a few projects that you have done, so that you can actually prove it to them that you're not just writing code, but you can actually write solutions to certain problems. So that's what makes your CV stand out from others. Because since you have done a few projects, you are actually experienced about how development in a project takes place. So that's what makes you stand out from others. So these are the basic things that one should know. Apart from that, whichever company you're sitting for an interview, you should know about that company and the business background. Like, why is that company hiring you? What does that company do? So, because since this is a bank, you need to know a few things that Morgan Stanley is involved with, and how you can make a change to Morgan Stanley, because they might ask you certain things, as in why do you want to join Morgan Stanley and what do you think you can contribute to Morgan Stanley in what ways. So that's a few things that you need to keep in mind, not only for Morgan Stanley but for any other company. So that's the best piece of advice I can give.
Definitely. Thanks for sharing that insightful information again. So it would help a lot of other students who are preparing for placement, like getting placed into Morgan Stanley or aspiring to join Morgan Stanley in future. This advice or these tips which you shared, it would definitely help them. So the next question I want to ask you is, who is your role model in your life and why?
So I don't have any specific role model. What I believe is just I look at what people do and learn from them, like whatever I need to. So for putting it into simple pieces, my role model I learn from my parents first, obviously. Any child will learn from his parents. So I see how do they struggle for basic living amenities. I look at my friends, what are they doing? I learn from them, because I mentioned a few things that I was an introvert before joining college. So I have learned how to communicate with people from my friends. I would actually give credit to them, because they were the ones who supported me to get into responsibilities like being a sports secretary at student council, or to become a mentor. My student mentor, since I was a mentor for the freshmen, when I was a freshman in college, I had a student mentor as well. So even she was kind of a role model for me, because she herself is also at Morgan Stanley. So she used to advise me on every particular bit, and I used to follow her advice, and today I am where am I. So it's not about focusing on one person or someone who's already great. You can actually learn from anyone. That's how. That's what I feel. You can learn from anyone, and you can really succeed.
Great. So the next question I want to ask you is, this question is related to your current role. So I want to ask you, how does the role of technology analyst suit you?
Okay, so as a technology analyst, initial 4 months are just training. So after that, if you count, I am in this role for like the past 2 months. Uh, what technology analyst is expected to do is to work on projects. So it doesn't really matter what you have worked on previously in your internship also, because it's not really guaranteed that you might get the same team and the same project you were being working on. Since I have got a completely new team and a completely new project to work on now, and the tech stack that I'm using now at Morgan Stanley is of React, and on the back end we are using a C Sharp or .NET framework. And .NET framework is something completely new for me. I have never ever done anything in .NET. So as a technology analyst, something that is really important is to just believe in yourself and to quickly learn whatever you are expected to learn, because they obviously don't expect you to know everything because you're just a fresher in this corporate environment. So they'll give you time, they'll give you sufficient time to learn stuff, how what happens in Morgan Stanley, how does things proceed in Morgan Stanley, and slowly and gradually you need to just get accustomed to the environment, and that's that's how I've actually done in my past 2 months. I've picked up a completely new language, that is C Sharp, and I've been working on .NET framework. So you will learn these things. The most important ability that we highlighted earlier also is to quickly adapt to the changes that happen in this technical environment, because technology keeps on evolving, and
Yes,
what is fresh today is going to be stale tomorrow. So you can't really
absolutely.
stick to anything.
Yeah.
So that's really what is really important to become a technology analyst or any in Morgan
Wonderful.
Stanley.
So this role helps you evolve more, dig in more detail into technology and learn new things, learn the trending kind of trending technologies which are there in the market today, and leverage it in order to satisfy your customer or kind of complete a project. So it's kind of, thanks for sharing that. Thanks for giving an insight though on the role of a technology analyst. Okay, so the students who want to who are aspiring to become a tech analyst or join Morgan Stanley in this specific role, this answer would definitely help them. So the next question I want to ask you is, what is the average package offered by Morgan Stanley to fresh engineering graduates?
So for undergrads, like fresh graduates, there is a standard package offered by Morgan Stanley that is of 25 lakhs per annum CTC. So that's the average package that is offered by Morgan Stanley.
Okay, great. So the next question I want to ask you is, who were your biggest supporters in your career journey up till now?
So firstly, I would like to give credit to my parents because they allowed me to move out of my house and move to a completely new city, and to pursue engineering in VNIT Nagpur. After that, my faculty at VNIT, who devoted their time to teach me what is computer science, what is data structures, how to write code, because I had no prior knowledge of coding. My friends and my seniors at college, because they were the first persons who taught me how to write Hello World in C. So major credit goes to these people who actually taught me how to code. Apart from them, my mentor back at Morgan Stanley and my colleagues at Morgan Stanley who devote time even today. They take out time from their busy schedule so that they can clear my queries and they can solve my problems. So everyone has played a quite important role at their places to actually make me succeed and to promote, to actually get me a job at Morgan Stanley.
Great, amazing, amazing, and thanks for sharing that. So the next question I want to ask you is, what are your goals and aspirations for future?
So I don't have pretty long-term goals, but I would tell you that my current goals are to actually dig deeper into the business background of Morgan Stanley. Since I'm working at Morgan Stanley, it is really important for me to really get a quite good knowledge about what Morgan Stanley does, especially what my team is doing and how would it impact the end users, because this is really important. Since it is a bank, it majorly deals with investment banking and other financial sectors. And being an engineering student, I don't really have a good clarity about financial sectors and financial instruments. So that's the number one thing that I'm planning to do. Apart from that, I'm uh, thinking about learning a few stuff like, say, blockchain is picking up heat because of cryptocurrency coming into news these days. Like Bitcoin is going up and down. So there are a few changes that are going to come into technology also. So my prior aim is to get updated on those technologies as well, because they keep on changing at a quite rapid rate. So these are my short-term goals, I would say. I haven't planned for so long, because coding life, as you might be knowing, that maximum a person can code is up to 38 or 40, in my opinion. After that, people tend to move into some consultancy part or the management part. So in the long term, I would say I'm just planning towards that. So initially, I'm going to do uh, get a good start in my career, and after 40s, if I still am continuing in Morgan Stanley or some other company, I'm definitely planning to go into that management sort of role.
Management consulting. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a good vision you have. Okay. And it's a kind of technology consulting is kind of blooming right now. Okay. And there are a lot of opportunities created. Okay. So that's a good goal. And also your short term goals, which you told me, to like analyze the company's like business history and like learning from the company what all operations do they execute in day to day aspects. Okay. And knowing more about the company. Okay. Digging in deep in more detail about Morgan Stanley and learning from their experiences. So thank you for sharing that. So and now we'll go over to the last question of the interview. And my question is, do you want to give some words of motivation to our viewers who are watching your episode right now? Because you got placed into Morgan Stanley, you had a set of challenges which you faced. Also, you did a lot of extracurriculars, so you had an amazing journey, like 4 years engineering journey, and right now you are on another journey. You are placed in Morgan Stanley, and you have just started exploring your journey. So, what is the motivation you want to give to our student community?
Yeah. So to give advice to the student community currently is that the 4 years of your college life are the most important ones and are the best 4 years of your life. I'm just saying this again and again, because these 4 years won't come back again, and whatever you do in these 4 years is going to reflect in the life after your college. So make the best use of it. Don't just sit in your rooms and study, because that's going to get you good grades, but definitely that won't uh, make you successful in the long run. Because to become successful, you need to quite have a hold about different stuff. So go outside your room, do some co-curricular activities or extracurricular activities. Play games, meditate, exercise, whatever you feel is good for you. Because obviously staying healthy is also important. Apart from that, take part in competitions like competitive coding or hackathons, because these are the places where you will actually compete with people outside your college. Because inside your college there are hardly 100 students, because that's not really a competition. So when you step outside of your college, the comfort of your college, you'll come to know what really competition is like, what is the heat of that competition, and that will push you forward to actually know new things and to innovate new things. So it's really important, because you can either be a competitive coding person or a hackathon person. So you need to choose yours at a quite early stage. Do projects. Don't just stick to any one particular tech stack, because that might be old tomorrow. You never know. So just try to touch as many topics as you can. Try to do projects in as much stuff as you can, because that's really important, and that really reflects when you move ahead in your life. So that's the best thing I can really tell you.
Wow. Yeah. So that like 1 or 2 minutes of motivation which you gave on this platform in this interview, it would definitely motivate and inspire a lot of other students who are watching your episode till now, Chaitya. And the journey you portrayed on this platform, okay, it's pretty much inspiring. And I personally think a lot of students would reach out to you after this interview in kind of like getting that guidance, okay, or getting that mentorship, okay. So with this, I would like to end the interview. And I want to personally thank you. A big thanks to you, Chaitya, for devoting your time, also your knowledge, and sharing your true experiences which are with our audience, which would all like give an idea or give a perspective towards what they want to actually do in life. Okay, and like I want to wish you best of luck for all your future endeavors, for all the goals which you are seeing in life, all the dreams you see in life. Okay, you'll definitely do it because you are kind of having that hardworking mindset and also the ability to adapt yourself to new working environment. That's another great thing you have. That's a skill you have. Okay, not a lot of students have that. So best of luck and do well. Okay, and I hope that you enjoyed this interview with Industry Inspire Talk. Okay, and I feel like your experiences can help a lot of students. And thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Omkar, for having me here on this interview, and all the best to you and your team to carry on this journey ahead and to get more graduates and experienced people to communicate with the students and other community those are following you and looking at these beautiful pieces of interviews. Hope you actually make a difference in the life of these people. All the best and thanks for having me.
That's great. That's great. And I also enjoyed that talk which we had. Okay, I learned a lot of new things about you, and it was an amazing experience on the whole. Okay, and with this we end the video. Okay, and if you are watching the video up till now, make sure to like the video, subscribe to this channel. Also reach out to Chaitya. I'll mention the links to his social handles in the description box. So do check it out. Do reach out to him if you have any questions related to getting placed into Morgan Stanley. If you need any coding assistance, if you are stuck somewhere, he's active on LinkedIn. So please do connect with him and ask him your doubts. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of interview series with another person from the industry who's there to inspire you. Until then, keep learning, keep inspiring, keep growing. Thank you.